Hello there, everybody. Welcome on into today's video. Greatly appreciate taking time out of your day, swinging on over, checking it on out. Irene and Seulgi till brand films. Oh God. You guys should know, or many of you probably know by now, especially since we've done the entire Red Velvet deep dive. Irene and Seulgi are the bias line, right? They are very much the bias line. They're some of my alts. I love them. And the fact that we're actually getting a comeback 5 years after, you know, their original monster, which was a time, and I get to experience it. Whew. Oh boy. It's been quite the experience already with all of the concept images. My word, goodness gracious, I'm over here gay panicking the entire time. It's fine, no worries. And we have had a lot of discussion over in the Red Velvet chat in the Discord. Feel free if you want to join in about some theories that we have had based off of images as well as the brand films. A lot of things happening. I personally have a gut feeling we're gonna get a versus, like Irene versus Seulgi. That's what this concept is going to be, just based off of Naughty MV. All right, I have a whole kind of like theory based off of that MV transitioning into the solos. Now we're wrapping back. And I do think that at the end of whatever is about to transpire, we're going to have them coming back together. But I have a feeling, especially the MV, we're definitely going to see a little conflict. I don't know about you all. That's my little theory. We are going to, of course, go through all these brand films. I have been told graciously by the Discord community that all of these are safe. No music that I should worry about. It's all royal-free type, no sound. I don't want to get spoiled on the title track or any of the songs. So I've been gonna make sure this week, it's just me avoiding everything. Because I'm on vacation when their comeback is. So my ass is going to be up at 5 a.m. Actually, I think it comes out. No, I think it's 5. I'm going to be up. It's happening. I'm going to watch it. Probably regret the choice that I made, but I want to make sure I'm there. And then I'll listen to the album that day. I have the whole day planned out. Just going to be freaking out over in the Discord and then filming some stuff. So that's going to be the plan here. I'm stalling. I'm panicking a little bit. I've seen the photos, guys. The photos are wild. Absolutely. Who would have thought that they would have leveled up from Monster? Not me. I thought Monster was a time, and I'm over here like, oh my God. So we have 4 little clips that we're going to watch. First one, and then brand film 1, 2, and then 3. 3 is the longer one. That's the one in the hotel, because that's where that shoot was, of course. Okay. All right. So we're gonna explore that. So let's just jump right on in. Yeah? Let's do it. Okay, let's go. I will, as we go through this, go through all, of course, my little theories. I plan on, during this little moment, we're probably going to watch each little one twice before moving on to the next clip. I might watch the whole thing and then go back and rewatch. So be prepared to be here for like 30 minutes. You know what? It happened with Seulgi. I did not mean to all of a sudden have a almost 40-minute just trailer reaction. Oh God. Okay, here we are. And Irene's just staring at me. Goodness. Okay. What a time. Yeah, what is all of this? There's so much happening. Yeah. It's all of 20 seconds, but there's so much in this 20 seconds. Like, what the hell? Okay, hold on. We're going back. Okay. One, I love the visuals. I think they're so smart having this very interesting black and white red type concept. We saw that for the balance imagery for their little tour that they're going to be doing. It's very unique that we're switching up a few things, though, with Monster and a lot of that promo. Visually, a lot of times we had Irene. The big focus was more of red lip, and Seulgi was dark eyes, right? A little bit more smoky eyes. It seems like we flipped that in these from not only the photos, but also in the trailer where they're highlighting different. And it was like that for balance too. And I'm wondering if as we go through the MV, we're going to come to that balance at the end. And that is why we have the balance tour. Follow my lead here. We're going to have I wouldn't say a fight, but we're not going to have, it's going to be a versus. I'm hoping we get like a dance, something, dance battle, be great. And then at the end, they come together and it's more of a balance, a yin-yang balance type situation. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Okay. Already. But this, highlighting the eyes, right? This is what I'm talking about. So you have Irene highlight the eyes. When we get to Seulgi, it highlights the mouth. And then, of course, the lighting goes up. But we start off here, which is different than when we had Monster, right? Then we have burning roses. Roses are on fire. We had a theory as well. Been discussing this a lot based off of just photos. We thought maybe vampire. I'm not quite sure if we're getting that. I would love it. Be great if we had a high-end, classy club with vampires. You know, just throwing that out there. The fruit is a choice. There's a lot. Raspberries, cherries, something else. And then we switched to Seulgi, right? We talked about this, how it highlights kind of her mouth first and then moves up. Interesting kind of play on that switch. This confuses the heck out of me. I don't understand. Please, there's a chain. There is slight bit of, I don't know, the rose is drowning in some kind of water. We'll see how that plays out. We also, not a clue if potentially none of this makes to any sense whatsoever for the MV. It could be complete opposite of what it could be. I don't know. This is questionable. The lipstick crushing each other. Okay. All right. Well, that's a choice on imagery right there. There's a lot. Because then we have like a weird, I wouldn't say weird, but it just kind of goes through a little bit of some interesting images. And then, of course, we have a time. Once again, Irene, eyes going down. Seulgi goes up lighting-wise. Another interesting play. Stepping on the raspberries. Right? Then we get the imagery of Seulgi stepping on Irene. Wild. Like, okay, so is Irene's raspberries? Questions. Once again, lighting going back up. This right here. And this, now it makes more sense knowing the images that we have later, right? This one here, of course, we do have the key. You have the earring. The earring was also being worn by Irene in one of the photos that was dropped during this whole thing. So who knows? Broken plates could play on potentially the hotel room. You know, a little fight happens, plates are thrown. That's the key potentially to the hotel. Unknown there. And then that's it. Danger. Got it. Number one. Danger number one. What? The girls went in, these women, they're in their 30s, right? They're like, all right, we want to do a more mature concept. Thank you. You know, I appreciate that. I know a lot of other people do. They're in their 30s. Doing a cute concept, you know, they could. Absolutely. They're very versatile. But doing this, wild. Like, damn. All right. So we have this little bit. The second film. Okay. Oh, God. Once again, they had the Drowning Rose. That chair. These fits, though, I will say, are a wild time. This is what I mean. I think we're going to get, like, it. The way that the logo is, with the V, the I, and then the S, and turns into a V, it's Irene Seulgi. That I am almost 100% sure, and I will be shocked if I'm wrong, that we are going to get. And it even is more so with this brand film, part one, and then some of the previous one, where we have that little bit of conflict, right? It also gives me very high fashion model. That could be another interesting concept. Model, runway, high fashion, you know, enemies type situation. Could be. Very, very well could be. I don't know. Love the grain feel that we've had on all of these films. I noticed that in some of the photos, especially the hotel photos. The photos from the hotel had a lot of the grain feel where some of the other ones did not. That was an interesting play. But it does give you a little dynamic here. This whole brand film is a time. My goodness, they look gorgeous. So, high fashion. This is what I'm telling. Seulgi, my word. Ma'am, please. Oh, God. Okay. How am I going to make it through this MV? And we don't even know what the concept is going to be. And I already am panicking, and I'm a brand film in. Really. They look amazing. These concepts. Also, I really like this. Hold on. This right here, Seulgi once again has the red lip where Irene does not. A very dynamic switch from Monster. Just pointing that out there. She looks amazing. I love her hair like this, too. This chair. Can we, like... Why? Like, good gosh. Okay. Then just stares into your soul. Then we have the horse. The horse is a time. Unknown. Why we have the, fake horse here. But that did happen. This right here, this is the beginning of my brain on some of these photos that we saw with them in interesting positions, right? This is the battle-ish part. They're going to be against each other. I know. That is 1000% what I'm thinking. The pearls, we have 5 of them. Little maybe homage to Red Velvet having the 5 pearls. The pearls were also in the oyster image. Also wild. That's random. But this brand film also, again, has the flower dipped into a glass of water, chained up. I don't know if it's going to be a play on like a flower at all with Irene's solo / MV. It could be, but having the rose dipped in isn't interesting, and chained up also interesting. Then you have the 5 pearls, which we now know later on is part of it. One of the promo teaser images that was dropped. It was like the 3rd set from the hotel. Wild. Gorgeous. Seulgi needs so many modeling gigs. I mean, they both do. Why? Just talk about the chair. We ban chairs here, right? Loungers as well. That chair, it's banned. Not allowed. Okay. We just know. Once again, little dynamic here. I still think tables also should be banned. Got it. Tables, chairs, loungers, desks, the whole 9 yards. The stepping on the raspberries. What is the raspberry? What are your theories? Is there the fruit? Is there anything specific for fruit? Potentially, no. And that's Seulgi's boot. For sure. The runway model walk in the back by both of them on these scenes, that gives me the model potential vibe of this maybe MV that it could happen. Once again, so many theories. Don't know if any of them will be either remotely close until we actually get the MV in like a week. Wild. Love this. See, once again, gorgeous. Irene's walking in the back. We had Seulgi in the back. Them both walking. See, it has a model feel, right? I'm not going crazy on this. Am I the only one that gets this vibe? Very high-end model. They're both almost walking down like a runway type situation. We do the split like we did in the end of Naughty. God, I'm telling you, there's going to be something that might tie that in. I think that's the MV that ties this all together. Really. I really do. And then we have this again. Them staring at each other. Okay. Panic. How Seulgi kept it together. I want behind the scenes. Please give me behind the scenes footage of all of this. The woman can't even look Irene in the eye and tell her that she loves her without freaking out. How did she manage this without freaking out? That's what I want to know. If you've never seen that little clip, anything, go look it up. It's hilarious. It's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. She crawls away and just starfish on the ground. Embarrassed. I can't. They can't look each other in the eye sometimes. How they did this? Unknown. Unknown. Wild. I hope we get so much content for them, by the way. The short hair bob is a look. Yeah, see? What in the gay? My word. Okay. The bob, I love the throwback. Because we had a couple of performances from Monster with the bob. Actually, was it Naughty? Does Naughty have the bob? Some of the bob performances? Actually, I think it was. See? Naughty's coming back. Coming back. Okay. All right. Yep. So, my theory, now seeing this, even more so solidifies the battle that we will have in probably the MV. How and which way is played out, completely unknown. But for the 20 seconds that we went through on this little tiny brand film, I cannot see them not going that direction. And then we'll get the balance at the end, where they balance each other out. How? Only time will tell. This is an interesting thing. Them circling each other. It's almost like lionesses, you know, circling prey or having like a little fight. That's the imagery in my brain. That's all I can think of. And they just stare at each other in the eye. How? Yeah, there's no way we don't get some kind of, I hope, dance battle, please. What is this? That's the key to the hotel? No? Yes? I think so. They have a foot battle, you know? And tension. Once again, my word. That's where this part here is where we'll get that versus Irene versus Seulgi type situation. This is interesting. Never really had that lighting in some of the other MV or other little brand films. That's an interesting play here. The Seulgi changing that lighting a little bit, and then of course they like tug of war. Odd choice, but once again, yeah, because that's definitely that lighting. That and the gay. Just saying. My word. Panic. Oh god, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. So much trouble during this MV. So much. And then they back away from each other. And then they just stare at each other. Everything's fine. Really, truly. They are both stunning in every single brand film. We are all so much in trouble for this MV. So much. They're taking wholesome violence to a completely different level and just dropping the wholesome and just giving us straight violence. Danger, capital danger, violence. My word. That is the panic that will happen. I know it's going to be morning, early morning when I watch this MV. And I'm already prepping myself to have a little bit of adult beverage in my coffee. Just saying, because I will be having coffee and panicking all together. This is the longer one too. This hotel penthouse, wild. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to stop. Seulgi just looks too good. Okay. No. We go back. Okay. Can we just give Seulgi an acting gig? Please? Seulgi, why are we running? Why are we leaving? Did Irene kidnap you? Blonde Irene making a comeback. Automatic Irene, yes.
Going down.
What in the hell was this? My God. 45 seconds. Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. Wheels are turning. Cat and mouse game. That's what this felt like. This felt like a cat and mouse game. Oddly, weird enough, hear me out, it's very much in a way that Seulgi was running or hiding from Irene. And then Irene showed up, of course, in the elevator. It looks like a 2-level penthouse. And then they left. And then there's that weird thing at the end. I have no idea what that is. That's interesting. Also, can we just all agree that Seulgi needs to get into some acting stuff? She's way too good. Both her and Irene are too good. But Seulgi, there's just something about her. She just draws you in on the screen a lot. Okay. Here we are. Go back. This is a time. Okay. So, what do we have? This made me believe, with Seulgi kind of looking around, like she's hiding from somebody. Very much a cat and mouse game. Look at her. Just a look on her face. Give her a good, like, action horror film. Yes. Blonde Irene once again. The wigs have been great. I will say, they have leveled up the wig game. And one, always good, because now when you have a lot better wigs, idols don't have to dye their hair as much and damage their hair, which is great. But bringing back Blonde Irene, automatic era, whew, it's a time. Very much a time. Yeah, and Seulgi's running away. Almost like she's trying to escape. Yeah? No? The panic push on the button, that's another thing that led me to believe that she's desperately trying to get away from Irene? Did Irene kidnap you, Seulgi? She looks out, wondering if maybe somebody's going to show up. Did she escape? Irene being the cat, hearing it, looking around. Why the shoes? The shoes are an interesting choice here. The stare that Irene gives Seulgi right here, I would die. I would literally just melt into a puddle. My goodness. It gives you to also another little spin on this. Hear me out. A femme fatale, Mr. and Mrs. Smith type assassin kind of spy universe in a way. I don't know, but definitely the cat and mouse type game. And her just coming in and standing there.
Going down.
So he's just like, oh, damn. They look so good, though. My gosh. I love that hair color on Seulgi. Seulgi leaves first. Then Irene follows. And then there's whatever this is. What is this? It looks cool. I have no idea what it means. But them just following each other out like that? Like, what in the hell? What? Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I have no idea. The more I see, the more theories and other theories I get. I do appreciate that the part 3 was a little bit longer. Gives you more of a film trailer type vibe and just an editing style and mood. That was an interesting little play. Yeah, the blonde wig on Irene, thank you for bringing that back. This is going to be So much fun. So much fun. The trailer for the MV, I don't know if I'll watch. I've been debating if the trailer or like teaser release for MV. I'm gonna see the images. I know I will, but I really don't want to hear any of the sound. So that's the other thing that I'm debating, because I don't know if there's gonna be any sound or anything like that. But I will be very much enjoying Tilt when it comes out. Let me know your thoughts, your theories. I would love to hear them. I still would love, like I said, good old vampire concept. One day we will get one. Don't know who it will be, but I do need it. Dreamcatcher would have been great. You never know. This would be a great concept for it. High club, fashion, high fashion, runway, spy, assassin type situation, very versus. I still get the whole Mr. and Mrs. Smith type vibe. Not saying that that is exactly what this concept is, but that's the whole vibe of the concept that I, in my head, can picture. Still saying naughty ties this all in. I'll see if I'm right when we get to the actual MV or not, because I have a feeling it is. Just based off of the end scene in Naughty. If you haven't rewatched Naughty in a hot minute, you should go do it before watching Tilt. Throwing that out there. I rewatched it last week. Actually rewatched Monster too, just to prep myself for this. One, I just like torturing myself apparently, but also wanted to see if there was going to be any hints from previous concept. We'll see if I'm right, but thank you guys. It's been about 30 minutes. Oh god, okay. 30 minutes for a total of 2.5 minutes worth of stuff. Great, awesome, good job, me. Can't wait. I am very excited to continue to explore Irene and Seulgi's comeback with you all. Be prepared. We will be having a ton of Irene and Seulgi content when we get it. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I mentioned this in Seulgi's video yesterday. I'm really banking and hoping that we'll get them on a couple maybe shows. We'll get a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. Who knows? I'm hoping a High Seulgi vlog, potentially some other Red Velvet vlog type stuff, behind the scenes. Don't know what shows they might go on. Hell's Club would be great. That would be a little fun time to have them go on there. Kyo's show is on a hiatus, so when they've already been both on there separately, so probably, since it's on hiatus, won't be going there. Young Street, Wendy, they have to go. They have to go to Wendy's radio show. If they don't, I will be so mad. I will be so mad if they do not go to Wendy's Young Street. That's one I'm really banking on. And I know we'll get some performance videos. There's no way that we will not get maybe a One the K performance, Studio Choom, any of those. Maybe we'll get an extra performance video for one of the B-sides. Who knows? That's what my hope. But I'm very excited to experience this comeback with you all. And I will be doing an unboxing video for the album because I did order them. So when that comes in, I will be posting it over on Patreon exclusively for a little bit, and then I will post it over here. So just a heads up, that will happen when I get the albums in. I'm very excited for that. But thank you all. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories on this comeback. I'd love to hear them in the comments, or swing on over to the community Discord. Link is in the description. Would love to have you over there. Lovely group of people. We just did a kind of like a community night where we watched some Red Velvet. It was very fun, and we're planning on I'm planning on doing one for Dreamcatcher coming up soon too. So feel free if you'd like to join us over there. Link is in the description. You all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.